accident-free through 103. And remember the last time we talked to you, we were going to give you some statistics that backed up the statement that we do have a problem. Remember, the statistics are important for a couple of reasons. One, they have names, and they have addresses, and they have loved ones. And while the statistics horrify us, our teenage children, generally speaking, have different reactions to them. One, they either change their attitude and behavior because they identify with it's a statistic, or two, they, because it'll never happen to them, they choose to ignore the statistics because it's not relevant to them. Or three, they don't understand the causal relationship, the cause and effect factor, because of the lack of development of the frontal lobe of the brain. So there are reasons for your teenager not identifying with these statistics and not considering them as horrible as we would. In any event, let me run through a couple of them and see how you feel about it. Every year, between 5,000 and 7,000 16 to 24-year-olds are taken from us due to preventable automobile accidents. The accidents cost us another 35,000 above the age of 24. That's more than we lost in the Afghan and Iraq wars, as well as several others. In 2004, approximately 6.2 million reported accidents on our highways. 7,386 16 to 20-year-olds were involved in fatal automobile crashes. That's the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. And these don't even include the number of children and young people who are permanently injured or otherwise impaired. Traffic accidents are the #1 cause of death among our teenage population. They may have some argumentation about that from people who say that, oh no, it's drugs and alcohol, but there's a relationship between drugs, alcohol, and automobile accidents as well. The Automobile Institute for Highway Safety finds that crash rates triple for 16 and 17-year-olds who drive at night, and they increase 5-fold for these same drivers who have 3 16 or 17-year-old passengers with them. Unfortunately, last year we saw the highest increase in alcohol-related deaths in a long while. 17,941 were killed with injuries to 1,500,000 more. Basically, according to NAD, every 30 minutes someone is killed in an alcohol-related crash in the United States. 39% of the total number of fatalities, 43,433, are attributed to alcohol. 1.4 million drivers were arrested for DUI in 2004. That's 1 for every 139 licensed drivers. For every arrest, unfortunately, 10 or more are not caught. The number of children killed in automobile accidents each year equivocates to a 737 jumbo jet going down every week. That is an amazingly sad statistic. Now, older drivers have their problems too, and of course the older drivers beyond the age of 64 are progressively more likely to have accidents because of 3 things. One, perceptual lapses that allow them to miss yield signs and disregard signals. 2, failure to properly negotiate a left-hand turn, which is a very difficult maneuver. And 3, illness from some physical ailment that was present at the time of the crash. This is from a 25-year study in Texas done by the AAA Foundation, looking at police data from 4 million injury crashes in Texas. People over 65 are the fastest growing population in the United States. By 2020, there will be more than 40 million licensed drivers aged 65 and older. Seniors make up 13% of all traffic fatalities and 12% of all vehicle occupant fatalities. There's a cost involved in this whole thing, too. 2001, the estimated economic cost of police-reported crashes involving drivers between 15 and 20 years old was $42.3 billion. Give me that one again. $42.3 billion. Based on estimated miles traveled annually, teen drivers 16 to 19 have a fatality rate 4 times the rate of drivers 25 to 69. 16-year-old drivers have a crash rate 3 times more than 17-year-olds, and 5 times greater than 18-year-olds, and 2 times greater than 85-year-olds. We know that the human component of the accident is responsible for 90% of all accidents. There are approximately 12 million crashes each year involving 21 million vehicles. That gives us something to shoot for. I think together, the older driver and the younger driver, the older with the wisdom and the experience, is able to mentor the young person so that they can reach the ripe old age accident-free. I hope you have some questions for us. Reach us at AFT 103 or give us a call. Good talking to you, and the next time we meet you, we'll be talking about the CDL, the component that is mandated by the state licensing bureaus. Take care and have a good day.